An intro. Good day, everyone. Let's continue on Pyanodons. We're thinking what to do with our blue signs that we started last time. We're not making a lot of blue signs, so we have to keep that in mind. But we could do a bit of blue science, especially down here into the next level of processing. And I'm especially looking at coal processing and maybe even coke processing. The next level of coke processing will give us the option to make flue gas out of stage 4 stuff, or refined syngas out of the stage 2 stuff, which makes even more flue gas. Why do we get so much flue gas? What do we have over here? There are some weird stuff in here. Ooh, what's this? Mega Drillette? That sounds amazing. And then we have our basic core processing where we do get... Oh. This could be good. Methane out of nickel and syngas. Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes. And crude oil out of tar next to it, that's fine. Slake lime out of powdered lime and water. Carbon dioxide out of whatever the fuck this is. Lithium peroxide, ash, more ash. Oh, yeah, I see. And also the next level of construction bots. Still not quite sure where we need these mega drill heads for, but that's something we will see. But then we could do next level coke processing, where we can make coal fine pulps and high ash coal fines. Ah, this is a bit weird. Oh wait, no. But what do we do with the high ash coal fines? I mean, we can pulp it up. Oh, the coal fines is probably something that we are going to do in the next stage, probably. Let's see. What do we have over here? This is all coal pulp. High ash coal fines, yes, over here. Then we can make some coal slime. And some more pulp. The slime we can make into refined gas if we want. Or we thicken it. Which would be... Oh. Yeah, the thickened coal fines is probably stuff that we... this is a bit annoying. We will start to sit on a ton of liquid if we do this recipe. Which we can only process once we get over here. And then we... Wow. We probably pop it up all the way to level 5. Each step giving us random crap. Add even more coal. And then the final step... No, this is stage 1. This is stage 5. Wait, this gives us stage 4 again? How does this work? Do we go up or do we go down? Biofilm. Well, we can definitely get a ton of stuff out of our coal. But that's maybe not a good idea to go over this direction immediately. I would rather stockpile the stuff that we have. So maybe that's not a target for blue science. And the coke processing. Yeah, these is only more processing of the coke that we already have. And then it also stops, I think. So no more coke processing. Are we already at the very best coke recipe? It seems so. So the red hot coke stuff is the best stuff that we can make. Okay. Which is fine. We do make... Oh, we also make coal dust over here. How does this work over here? No, over here. Yeah, we do sit on quite a bit of the coal dust. Now, the thing I want to avert is a total power failure. And I would rather use this whole coal field. Maybe not these down here, even though these could be closer by. Nah, there's even more coal over there, and some more tar, and some more crude. Then again, if we use this field down here, we could start securing ourselves by placing walls or turrets. Then again, we don't have that much of a biter input anyway. Now the thing I'm kind of, what's the correct term? Indecidable about is which kind of power should we use. All of them require coke. So if we're going to make a coke plant, we are going to put a power plant next to it. And feed the power plant first, and everything that gets past the power plant will be then turned into an export or something. And you do want to use the recipe with a as high as possible temperature. And fuel oil would be a very good one. It goes at 800 degrees. Needs coke and fuel oil is something that's actually not too hard to make. We can also make it out of crude oil, but that burns a little bit more shit. Acetylene, no. Refined syngas would also be nice, but making refined syngas is still a little bit weird. Kerosene, but that also requires hydrogen. Not lubricants. We're not going to burn our lube. So, fuel oil. There we go. It's made directly out of crude oil in a good rate. Now, crude oil. Crude oil is present, but if I remember it correctly, I actually never tried that. Let's make a small oil derrick. Also, where's crawdad? Let's go over to... Well, first of all, get crawdad. Where's crawdad? Crawdad is sitting... Is he up there? Yes. And then we have some more oil over there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go up north. Now, we have to fix power first, because if our factory shuts down and we don't have any power, it will not be game over, but it will be a very sad moment in the power plant itself, or in the factory itself. And the thing is, making power is not as easy as one might think. Especially with all these combustion mixtures. Going solar could maybe be an idea. Or maybe go solar and use solar to help our power production. Ooh. Whoa. That came out of nowhere. That's a good start. So let's see, there is... Is it over here? No, that's 3. It is over here. Can we place these small ones? No, we can't. For these, we probably need the next level of derricks. And how do we make these? They would require... Oh, this is pump check. Medium oil derrick, I see. Yeah. So they do grow in size, but these do require red circuits. Which is a bit annoying. Now we can continue making power out of coal. We will still be using coal for power. But yeah, this machine will die out soon. There's 16,000 there, there's like another 300,000 over there, and then they're just bits and pieces. We will feed them in. This one, and everything I can get my grubby fingers on. Just to keep it going for now. But I'm kind of thinking of a massive power plant over here. And, well, these are probably the big oil fields. These are probably also the big oil fields. The small ones are pretty small on the map. These are medium. These are small. Weird. Definitely weird. I mean, we could also just continue on doing the... Well, actually we shouldn't. We're wasting resources. We could be making so much more coke if we use the coke recipe. Then, the big question is... In our red hot coke recipe, we basically use 20 coal to make 30 coke. We are not going to use the steam for power. We could use the steam for power. Now that I think about it. Why cool it? We could power it. And only if we actually require to cool it. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Because this is actually just the right amount of power or steam to run one of these. But these require steam. These do require more steam than these can make. So that won't be an option. But still, we could just make like a steam line. Because our powerhouses will also be making steam. Oh, that would be such a frickle system. I'm going to love it. And we will also make, in one iteration, we make like 50 coke oven gas. In a perfect iteration, we need 6 of these and 5 of these. So 6 of these would be 300 coke oven gas, and 5 of these just makes like 150 coke. 300 coke oven gas, we can then convert. Which recipe is this? It's one of the syngas recipes. There are even more over here. So this would make 300 syngas. And 150 coke. So we probably can't use that to make a super duper power plant out of it. If we just want to burn syngas over here. Yeah, that's not going to do it. But we would be making tons of coke. Then we could still think about making refined syngas. Or other means of syngas. But I do want to have a reliable system. I only want one input resource for the power plant to go, and not 2, 3, or more. If we have more than one, things will break at some point. And hydrogen is pretty easy to make. I'm still thinking about the fuel oil, because fuel oil is pretty easy to make. And it will burn quite hot. But then we would run on oil, gas, and power. And then the question is, how many of these... No, how much? How many? How many of these small oil places do we have? And the answer is not enough. Like, one of these massive ones would be super. Like, yeah, these will be going forever. But then again, do we really want to run on oil for power? Now, there is also the option. Isn't there also a way for nuclear power? We can make fuel rods out of niobium and enriched uranium power. Or titanium. Niobium is probably better, but then again... Oh no, these are different recipes. But then they do have a high fuel value. We could just place them in something like a steam engine. But that's probably not going to pick it now, is it? Uranium processing. Oh, we probably do need... I don't have access to a uranium field yet, but I'm pretty sure we still need sulfuric acids to mine this stuff. And we're not making sulfuric acid at the moment. So that's also out of the window. Making active carbon. Would require us to bring in zinc chloride. Sodium hydroxide is something we can make on site. Nitrogen is also something we can make on site. But we would be sitting on a ton of hydrogen, a ton of oxygen. Decisions. And not fuel. Combustion mixture. And then we also have kerosene. Which is something we can make from heavy oil. And how does one make heavy oil? Is the basic refinery not still in? Heat exchanger. No, we would have to do something with... Really, is the base refinery out? It seems so. That's annoying. Now, what was the very best mixture? Combustion mixture. There we go. We could also go over here. Ethanol? No. Petroleum and refined syngas with coal briquettes would just blow it out of the system as a whole. There's also... Oh, these... Do they all make different amounts? Or... No. Coal briquettes would make 600 combustion mixture. We would only need a little bit of refined gas, a bit of light oil, or a little bit of petroleum gas. Petroleum gas is... Refined syngas is not too hard to make. That's making solid fuel out of petroleum. Can make it out of aromatics and naphtha, out of aromatics and hydrogen, out of refined syngas and light oil. No. Olefins. No. We can make refined syngas and tar out of petroleum. No. No. Make it out of natural gas. Where do we get natural gas from? Oh, we just dig for it. I see. Don't they already have a petroleum recipe? It doesn't seem so. So there aren't that many recipes to make it out of, actually. And it seems making them out of aromatics with naphtha. Olefins, nichrome. That's more ingredients. Mm-hmm. There's one. We can make it out of meat. Knallgas bacteria. Nice. That's what thing what you want to do. Okay. So power is an issue. We could go solar. Or we could go arc power. Maybe we're going arc power. I mean, arc power is a thing. I think we can already do it. No, it's over here in domestication 1. Domestication 2, we can actually make better arcs. We can also do Dingrid powered. And at some point we can go nuclear. But you know what? I think arc power is fine. These do make like a ton of power. They are double as efficient. So one of these makes 15 megawatts. We do need the perfume bay. This is where they can sit down and relax. And to make power out of an arc, we feed them. We give them some fiber, so we will bulk them up. Do these need? We will see. That's maybe a good idea. I mean, we do already have arc food in the production, and making arc food is not that hard. Raw fiber is also not that hard. We can make it out of key calc, and we already have our key calc farm going, but we haven't made a key calc plantation yet. And the more I think about it, the more it makes sense to go arc power, because it makes a lot of power. It probably has a large footprint, but it will probably also be reliable, because we only rely on arcs. So let's I did it again. Let's build the basic structures that we need for this. We would need. Oh, we also need an arc to make this. Really? Yeah, let's go a little bit deeper into the factory. I think that's the thing we should do. Make arc power plants. And we can just place these everywhere. Like, let's just make like a small setup plan or something, and then place these arc power plants here and there, depending how big these donk. Depending. I did it again. Also, let me just check something. Is there no game audio coming out? I should check these always at the beginning. There we go. Yeah, now game audio is coming out. Good. Let's make an arc power plant and check what we have to do for that. There should be some orcs. I think in this chest. No, maybe over here. There are some orc paddocks in here, but no orc power plants. Oh, I think we may have slaughtered them all. Oops. We do also need some sand. Sand is something we can pick up from over... Where are these sand plantations? We do have a sand plantation somewhere. There's one. And then we can actually make a completely fully integrated design. Because everything we need to make the orc food is something we can grow locally. So we could just come up with like a fun pattern. Let's make one of these. What? You're shitting me. Ah, this completely breaks my immersion. Well then. It'll look like crap, but we will be making this. Let's see, where are orcs? Down there. I have too much stuff. That makes less stuff. Give me these orcs. And then we need some small parts and some aluminum. Yeah, I may have to retexture these Typhoon Bays. I mean, creature resort for rest, relaxation, and feeding. Why does it have to look like a tourist trap? Well, never mind. What do we need? Iron. Aluminum. Yeah, can make one. Oh, and don't make small parts in your pocket. That will only be super annoying. Here, have these. And give me these. This also looks pretty weird, but I think it'll be fine. So, we then put in here one orc. Oh, there he goes. Now that's more amazing. A bit archaic, but... Wow, you're already out? You didn't even turn once. Then we have a tire dog. And then the tire dog. Let's put you there. We need some food and some fiber. Let's not go through there. That's hideous. So I'm kind of curious to see how long it takes for one of these orcs to relax. Here's some food. And then we need some fiber. We can get some fiber from the circuit machine. There should be a fiber making place over there. Let's see. Yep, there's some fiber. Inventory full. There we go. if one of these orcs is just going to lay on the beach on that towel over there and getting a drink, that would be, well, for one, amazing, and for the other, he is lying on the beach! And it is a little massage robot! Oh, there's the orc! Okay, this is kind of worth it, I have to admit. Okay, but it takes like 40 seconds for one of these orcs to recover. So one power plant would have to be surrounded by multiples of these. I mean, if a power plant goes non-stop... where is it? Over here. And an arc has a fuel value of 100 megajoules. Yeah, this will run for like... What is this? 95, that's 7.5 seconds. So 7.5 seconds. Is it 7.5? 2, 4, 6, yeah, 7. No, it's 90. Sorry. How much do you have? You have 100 megajoules in you. And the joules to kilowatt is 1 to 1. Naftalium! Hey, my friend, we're just discovering arc power. We're just calculating a little bit again. Also, let me just dump this science I have in my pocket. We don't require to have this. If you haven't seen what we're building today, did I drop it again? No, it's still over here. Is it? Oh, you almost can't see it. There it is. We're making some perfume base. We are going to use this to generate some power. It'll look super weird, but it'll work. However, these do look pretty amazing. And we're just currently calculating how long this will take. I mean, we have an efficiency of 200%. And you have a maximum consumption of 7.5 megawatts. Now, in every arc, there are like 100 megawatts. So, if I place down the power plant again, and say, put it in the arc, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish. So, in 15 seconds, this thing... Parfum for power? No. Ox for power. And then they relax. You see him over here? You see him sitting like a bastard? Enjoying his hot tub? Having sunglasses on. So if this thing is going at maximum power, it'll take about 15 seconds for it to recover. So every arc bay kind of requires 3 of these buffoon bays. We could try it out. We could just set it up and see how the ratio goes. So we would need to make a few more of these. However, later on, the more powerful orcs, they do require less, so... Make 2 more perfume base, perfect. And we are going to move it all up to the other AUX stuff. Let's pick up some more fiber, and let's see if we can keep it rolling. But if this would be kind of viable, then we do have an infinite power source. Even though it's a little bit hard to handle, it would be doing it forever. And having forever power is probably one of the best things in Factorio. I don't really want to go solar. Solar would also be an option, but I don't know. Solar seems like a cheaty way, in my personal opinion. Belt Ox! Yes, we will. I'm just trying to check how many Ox we need. Or what the first ratio will be. Obviously, the Ox ratio to paddock ratio will change over time. Let's just steal some flute. That should be fine. And let's set it up over here. So we would have one power plant, and surrounding this power plant would be 3 of these. Which is already annoying because they just don't fit well around each other. Let's do it like this for now. So in, out. In, out, in, out. I don't care about the color of the inserts for now. And then we need... Nope. Actually, we can do it simple. Yeah, like this. Get half of the food, get half of the food. You get all the Ox. So, the Ox will now make power. At some point, one of these Ox will get tired. Then he will be exchanged. Oh, I see what the problem is. You need to be on relaxation modes. So, this thing goes non-stop. Solars are weak. We need love and pollution. Well, these also don't make that much pollution. And I've been thinking about it. Setting up power is quite hard in Pyanodons because you need all kinds of stuff. Just simply burning coal is not an option. And I do kind of want to use my coke for something else, and this would be a completely coke-free variant. Now, you're currently doing nothing. You are currently resting an Ox. You're currently doing nothing. It should stabilize at some point. But this is already a bit annoying that he's just carrying up to 2 Ox in here. But could you imagine belting these Ox? Just imagine yourself falling off the power plant, then having to get belted over just so that you can work again, or that you can rest again. Also, can we... No, that's a bit annoying. This is also very annoying. Because I can't put any cables in there, these will start to fill up with stuff, and only 2 of them are currently running. And they're just backlocking themselves. Now 3 are running. So, will 3 of these be sufficient to support the machine? It's nothing compared to being flung in and out by a robotic arm. Yeah. Whoop. So we're currently running at our last Ox. These Ox are not relaxing fast enough. Relax faster, damn you! I think it's more like a 4-to-1 ratio. Four to 1 would be fine. And 3-to-1 is barely doing it. Very barely, but... Huh? Ah, but now you didn't get anyone anymore. Yeah, we probably have to adjust. I think 4-to-1 is a good ratio. So we would have 4 of these relaxation camps per 1 power plant. And then we do need to make a good amount of food and a good amount of fiber to keep them going. Actually, am I using the correct recipe? Oh. If we give them meat and not food, they get less tired. So we would have one... Oh, this is getting dark really quick. We would have a couple of ox making power, and with another couple of ox, which we would breed just to get their tasty, tasty meat. And how much meat does one make? Okay. But then we would still have to feed these with food, cages, water, and moss. And the cages is something we would have to import. Let's see, is there better AUG power stuff? How are they called? No, they're not that. Is there only this one recipe? Nah. Oh, here there are more. Energy drinks. And Kazishal. How are you doing? The beach building. This is the AUG relaxation pad. Look at him. They are working in here, pulling the power pulley, and then they just go into the hot tub and relax while they're getting massaged and sitting at the beach and relaxing. And we're currently looking into AUG power. There we go. This building is working again, so you should see the AUG coming by. There he goes. Does look like kind of fun, I must admit that. It's also pretty complicated, but making power the other way around is also not that easy. I mean, we're struggling down there. We're struggling down there with our syngas to combustion mixture, and the reason why I maybe want to use AUG power is so that we don't use any coke to make power, because we do need coke for pretty much everything. Coke is a viable product in the game, and we would still be making coal power, but then we would be making it out of briquettes over here. And for that we need some glycerol, creosote, and some tar. And the briquettes are so much better to making power. But we would only have like a small power plant or something. One of these makes 50 megawatts. But then again, we have to subtract 2 megawatts only for the perfume base.